Messing around with cars again, one of my favourite pastimes. Latest haul, got a few new projects coming back to Australia. I'll show you the first one. I'm travelling with my son Harry this year, so we've got a couple of things to show you for our future. Have a look at the latest edition. There we go. So it's a 71 Dodge Charger SE. It's got the wrong front fenders on it. It's another story. But basically solid. I mean, it's like all those cars, they all need a little bit of work and a little bit of rust, but it's not too bad. It looks a very straight car. Original car complete except motor and transmission. Obviously looks a bit ugly, but I can see past that. Nice and straight except for the front right hand fender. I'll show you. It's had a bit of a whack in the front fender there. That's the only really ugly part of the car. The rest is actually pretty straight. Being the SE, it's a luxury model. So just a few extra mouldings. A bit flasher interior. Like I said, nice and straight. Apart from a bit of this and a bit of that. A little bit of rust here and there. But all in all, pretty solid. Trunk floor, I think with a few minor repairs I'll be able to clean the trunk floor up. Like this body shape. I had a 71 RT for years, so this one's coming back home. Yeah, so looking forward to that in the future. Interior's a bit ratty, but it's not, you know, like I said, few repairs. Gotta look past that and have a look at this other project down the back here. This is the car we bought for my son Harry. One of the ugliest cars we ever bought. So it's a 71 Plymouth Satellite Sebring, and it's run into something, so not those trees. Unfortunately, we got some people cleaning up and they decided to dump them all down on front of the car. Anyway, it's a Sebring Plus, which is a luxury model, and some idiots made it into a police interceptor. But we can see past that, coat of paint, and then all of a sudden it looks totally different, so of course. So Harry wants to make it into a Roadrunner. Unfortunately, the Roadrunner hood is shot because they're getting a bit hard to find, so we're heading off to Carlisle this weekend. And hopefully we're going to find some of those pieces. So it's been hit in the front obviously, but it's not structural. It's mainly just sheet metal. So when I get around the front to have a look, interior is quite good, as in factory buckets, tough steering wheel. So obviously got a bit of work ahead of us. Harry's first Mopars. Budget conscious. You know, these cars are getting really expensive these days. You know, we have to get what we can get. It's certainly a bit of an ugly version, but as in condition. We'll get some more footage. We're going to pull the front of this off this morning before we go out today, and then we're writing up a parts list. So here we go, we got the crashed Satellite, and we've got Harry on the job. So hello Harry. Hello. Got him turning some wrenches. This is the crash, looks pretty ugly, but we're hoping that structurally it's not too bad. So a few new panels, a bit of this, a bit of that, Bob's ya. Ta-da! End result. Unfortunately no footage leading up to this, but went to Carlisle with Harry, spent 3 days down there, and with my friends from Buffalo, had a great time and filled the list of parts for Harry's car. It was quite challenging getting the Roadrunner hood. That was one of the hard parts, and also a left side fender, believe it or not. Some of this stuff is getting so much harder than it used to be. So I spent a few days on it, pulling it all apart. Bit of a tweak here and a bit of a push there. The rail has a very, very small tweak right at the very end, but the skirt's good.
Nothing structural, it's just nothing major at all. I was able to line all the panels, just dropped on perfect, and so does the hood, lines up perfectly. And then I did the same thing with the Charger. Oh, that wasn't really damaged, just had a terrible fender and a bit of a rough hood. So I swapped those over, squared everything up, and put the wheels on it, gave it a bath. Later on I repaired the rear valance and fitted the rear bumper bar, what do you call them, the bumperettes on the back there. But the car looks good. It's wet, so it looks even better than it really is, but looking forward to doing that car.
This is our latest purchase. Rick's leaning on the fender there, looking like the proud owner that he's not.
No, I'm not, but it's pretty clean.
Yeah, it's pretty clean. Something a little bit different. Like I've said many times, a little bit.
20 years ago, they were dirt common.
Yeah, that's right. Now you don't see them. It's like a lot of my purchases. I like to get stuff a bit different. Not everybody likes these, but who cares? I like it. It's cool. Something different. Very tidy. First try back in the new mobile. This is a bit of a cream puff. Soft, smooth, quiet. It's a real Luxo. Look at that. Look at the interior. We're going to stop and get some gas, and we're going to run the gauntlet and shoot back to Rick's place.
We are at a gas station, or as you would call a petrol servo, whatever, in northern New Jersey. Brian just picked up this Gran Fury. She's a beauty. We're now entering an interstate highway. We're in Riverdale, New Jersey, and we're hoping that it's early enough that we'll beat the serious rush hour traffic. So Brian seems to be doing just fine in the Gran Fury, or as we called them back in the day, Furries. And we're heading out onto the interstate. And let's see what the traffic is like. So far, it's flying right along. Probably 70 to 75 miles an hour easily. So we've gone about 10 or 15 miles. So far, it seems like this thing will make it okay. Traffic is pretty much flying by Brian. He's going 70. And even little Japanese crap boxes are blasting by. And you can see the mountains in the distance. These are, I think they're the Schwangum Mountains, so part of the Appalachian Mountains, which is the eastern mountain chain that goes from basically Georgia in the south up to the state of Maine in the north. So actually one of the world's longest foot trails, called the Appalachian Trail, goes from Georgia to Maine. I don't know, it's like 1,500, 2,000 miles. Pretty cool.
Little quick walk around of the cars on the trip this year. I'm heading back to Australia in the next few days. But I'll quick walk around what I did buy. So I think you've seen some of these before maybe. This is an unusual car, not a collectible car, but super clean. 86 Gran Fury, just a 318 V8, 75,000 miles. Just a super tidy, rust-free car. The dog dish hubcaps are in there. Took them off to ship it. Police wheels, and so I think I've seen this before. Super clean interior, it's immaculate. And of course my son Harry's car. This is a builder, of course, but a good base, pretty much rust-free. 71 Satellite. It's a Satellite Plus, so it's got the nice Roadrunner interior and dash. He's already added the wheels he wants, and yeah, it's got a bit of a look about it. It's set up like a Californian police car. I think the decal's like off the Mad Max movie. It's got kind of a cool look about it. You could drive it around like that for a bit. You might do that. The other side, got the Santa Monica Los Angeles decal on the door. Some beautiful patch panels, but I'll be able to rework those no problem. So got everything we need really to build it. And my other car, the Charger, I bought that 6 months ago. It's been waiting, and so I also put some of those wheels on it. I'm not sure if they'll stay. That's a 71 SE Charger. Found a good clean fender here. Nice hood, better than the one that was on it. That's a really easy, straightforward car to build. I look forward to doing that down the track. Just a nice straight. Has got some rust issues, but nothing bad, not a major. You know, it's got some in the floor. Actually, some in the main floor, but nothing in the trunk, which is weird. And behind the back window is pretty clean, 2 tiny little corners. I fitted the bumper guards were missing. I got those at the swap, the Carlisle. And the rear valance was bent around like a pretzel, so I just roughly straightened that and put the bumper guards on just to ship it. I got new bumpers for it. Basically everything I need to build it. It's beautiful and straight. That's going to make it, it's going to come up really nice, having a good straight body like that to start with. Yeah, it makes the process so much easier. Anyway, so that's where we're at. I was about to cover the cars up. We're going on a cruise today. Rick's driving his Valiant Charger and I'm taking his 62 Savoy, so it'll be a bit of a fun drive up. On our way to a little cruise night in a little town called Pine Island. Pretty little town. I think the show's at a place called Blue Arrow Farm, I think. So see how many cars are there. I think we're not got too far to go. Just driving Rick's Cuda convertible tonight. Beautiful area. Stick with my buddy over there. Okay, thanks. Pretty nice 70 GDX, just talking to the owner. Just bought it off the original owners. Original V-code automatic super track pack car. It's pretty cool.
James, you know where you need us to go to Holdars?
F8.
If you take 17, the quick way up to there, get off that, and then you can pick up this side road called Pine Island, whatever, and then you bring that right.
Pretty good turnout today. It's about a 72 Coronet, I'd say. I've seen that up at Bear Mountain before. Beautiful car. 69 Coronet Super B. That's pretty nice. Looks like B5. Bench seat. Now, if you lived in America, you'd have to have one of these, surely. Wow, that's beautiful. Really? I didn't know that. It's a nice looking Hellcat. I like the colour. I like green.
So this is the sensor I'm not going to have. And this is where the makeup air thing is supposed to go.
Right.
That little filter we put on this car.
Wow, that's a beauty. I like it. Yeah, it's tiny. Oh, there's another one. It's two. Oh, that's for the intercooler, probably. Yeah.
Wow.
Harry. Philadelphia, just walking up to the big battleship. Have a look at the size of these projectiles, would you? Wow. And just down here is a spare, looks like a spare gun. And we're looking at the USS New Jersey. And it looks a bit like a building. Look, the radar's still spinning. I wonder if that does anything, or whether they've just done that to make it look fancy.
Probably just done
Yeah, can't imagine they need the radar for anything. It's like a spare gun barrel. It's huge. There's a spiral helix in there to make the projectile spin. Look at the size of that, it's massive. Here we are on the Delaware River. Harry, look at the camera. There you go. Very hot day in Philadelphia today. We've come down to check out the USS New Jersey. Another beautiful view up there. Look, there's an old riverboat coming down. And they give a bit of an idea of the size of this thing. It's huge, of course, battleship. There's a view of the Benjamin Franklin Bridge stretching over the Delaware River. Beautiful suspension bridge. Nice view of the city there. And of course, check out the battleship. It's hard to appreciate the size of it until you see it in person, so it's really good to come and have a look. So we'll have a quick look just in Philadelphia. I did fly over this once. I love ships. This is the SS United States, the last beautiful passenger liner, well, it used to be. And it's been moored here for years, and no one knows what to do with it. It's all gutted inside. It's cost too much to restore it, but they don't want to lose it, so they're trying to raise money, but I don't think they're ever going to ever do it. So anyway, I'll have a quick look. I'll put the camera up in the air. Such a beautiful ship, looks so terrible. So there we have it, the SS United States. Don't know if we'll ever be out again. Here comes Harry in our fancy Tesla. He's enjoying the performance of the dual motor Tesla. What do you think of the Tesla, Eric?
Pretty cute.
There's Philadelphia in the background. Now he's in the mood to go to Top Golf. We're going to experience that. He's sitting, he's driving. That bipping noise is because Harry's driving 2 feet in a Tesla and it's ticking him off. 30 minutes drive.
There is another one.
Just arrived in San Diego Harbour for a boat cruise, checking out some of the old boats in the harbour. It's pretty cool. That's a big ship, the Berkeley. Looks like it would have been a paddle steamer, but it doesn't seem to be. Don't know what year it was made. It's pretty cool. More sailing ships. And just in the background you can just see the top of the Midway aircraft carrier. That's pretty cool. Went there last year or year before.
And by the way, if you look to the right of the carrier, you will see our statue of the unknown sailor kissing the nurse. That's in between the carrier and the restaurant there.
Hang on a minute, what was that, Rich?
Make sure you get all the Porsche too.
Okay. We're going to have to open the hood.
Yeah.
This is Rich International, which is actually on a full chassis of a... Hey Rich, what car is it again underneath?
It's a 2000 Dodge Dakota.
So it's a 2000 Dodge Dakota. Underneath, the only thing is original is the outer sheet metal. So pretty cool. I've never seen anything like that. It's also a very unusual model. International only made these few of these swept sides, they call it, with a different back on it. Move away from the noise. Check out the interior. So the floor is all Dakota, so is the firewall, and the dash cluster obviously is all Dakota, but have a look at the inside. I mean, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but it's cool. Like, you've got to have a lot of flair to do something like that. Sun visors. And it's upside, it's overspeed, 5-speed manual, it's air conditioned, power steering, it just drives like a new car, but it looks nothing like a new car. See if we can get Rich to open up the hood. Come on Rich, show us the plant. Look at that. You think you're looking at a modern day Dakota. So, because the firewall's original, everything else, the brakes, even the wiper motor, all the steering rack, everything's all factory. So you just like driving a modern car as a computer. Isn't that cool? And very unique. They didn't make that many of these models anyway. Well, not that I'm aware of. Not. Yeah. Very nice.